You have never once in your entire life been designed to feel good. Not really. Not on purpose. Every moment of joy you've ever felt, the first time you fell in love, the rush of finishing something hard, the warmth of being wanted, none of it was the goal. It was a byproduct, a side effect of something colder, something older, something that has never once cared whether you were happy. Because evolution was never trying to make you feel good. It was trying to make you survive long enough to pass on your genes. And then it was done with you. Stay with me. Because once you understand this, you will never look at your own emotions the same way again. For most of human history, we told ourselves a comforting story. We believed that happiness was the point, that somewhere buried in the architecture of nature, there was a plan for our contentment, that if we worked hard enough, loved well enough, achieved enough, we would arrive somewhere, a finish line, a reward. But biology tells a different story, a quieter one, a more brutal one. Evolution doesn't reward happiness, it rewards replication. And those are not the same thing. They were never the same thing. Think about hunger. That gnawing, uncomfortable feeling in your stomach isn't a gift, it's a leash. It exists to drag you toward food, whether you want to go or not. Think about loneliness. That hollow ache when you are isolated for too long, or it isn't a flaw in your design. It's a warning system screaming that a human alone, thousands of years ago, was a human about to die. Every emotion you've ever felt was built the same way, not to make you feel good, to make you move. But here's where it gets disturbing. If emotions exist purely to drive behavior, then satisfaction was never supposed to last, because a satisfied animal stops trying, and an animal that stops trying stops surviving. So evolution built something almost sadistic into your mind, a mechanism so quiet you've probably never noticed it running. It's called the hedonic treadmill. You get the job, the relationship, the money, the body you wanted, and for a moment, a fleeting, fragile moment, you feel it, the high, and then it fades, not because something is wrong with you, but because that fading is the entire point. If contentment ever became permanent, you would stop striving. And an organism that stops striving in the ruthless mathematics of natural selection gets outcompeted by one that doesn't. So evolution made sure you could never rest for long. It gave you a reward system with a built-in expiration date. Every win you've ever had was designed to feel smaller the moment you had it, so you'd need the next one. This is where everything changes, because if this is true, then the chase was never a bug in human life. It was the entire operating system. Now think about this for a second and let it actually sit with you. Depression, anxiety, that quiet, formless dissatisfaction so many people carry even when their lives look from the outside completely fine. We call these malfunctions. But what if they aren't malfunctions at all? What if they are the machine working exactly as intended? Anxiety kept our ancestors alive by making them scan every shadow for danger. In a world of predators, the calm ones died. The nervous ones survived. You're not broken, you're descended from the ones who couldn't relax. Read that again. But that wasn't the worst part, because evolution didn't just fail to prioritize your happiness. In certain moments, it actively needed you to suffer. Grief exists to bond you so tightly to others that losing them feels like losing a limb, because a species that doesn't grieve doesn't protect its offspring, and a species that doesn't protect its offspring doesn't survive the next generation. Your deepest pain and your deepest love were built from the exact same code. You cannot have one without the risk of the other. Evolution didn't give you love as a gift. It gave you love as a leash with two ends. And grief is simply what happens when one end goes slack. And this is the part almost nobody talks about. If your entire emotional architecture was built for replication, not fulfillment, then the modern world is quietly at war with your own biology. You were built for scarcity. You live in abundance. You were built for small tribes of 50 people. You live inside a network of billions, watching curated highlight reels of lives that were never real to begin with. You were built to chase. Now everything you could ever want arrives in 2 days with free shipping. And somehow you feel emptier than ever. Your ancient reward system, toned over millions of years for a world of famine and danger, is now running inside a world engineered to exploit exactly that vulnerability. Every app on your phone, every notification, every infinite scroll, they are not competing for your time. They are competing for the oldest, most primal circuitry evolution ever built. And they are winning. So here's the question that should be keeping you up at night. If happiness was never the goal, what exactly have you been chasing your entire life? This is where the story stops being about biology and starts being about you. Because once you see the mechanism, you can't unsee it. Every ambition you've ever had, every relationship, every 3 a.m. thought that you're somehow behind in life, not doing enough, not becoming enough. Some of that voice isn't wisdom. It's an ancient survival algorithm, mistaking a modern life for a Pleistocene savanna, still screaming at you to run from a lion that was never there. We like to believe we've evolved past our instincts. We haven't. We've just built a civilization complex enough to hide them from us. But here is the strange, quiet twist hiding underneath all of this darkness. The fact that evolution never designed you for happiness doesn't mean happiness is a lie. It means happiness is something rarer and stranger than biology ever intended. It means every genuine moment of peace you've ever felt was not a reward nature gave you. It was a moment that you stole from a system that was never built to give it to you freely. Every time you choose stillness in a mind built for restlessness, that's rebellion. Every time you choose contentment in a body built for craving, that's defiance. You were not designed to be at peace, which means peace, when you find it, is not something you were owed. It's something you fought for. So the next time that quiet dissatisfaction creeps in, that sense that you should be further along, happier, more complete, remember what it actually is. It's not proof that you're failing. It's a 4 billion-year-old machine doing exactly what it was built to do, trying to keep a version of you that no longer exists alive in a world that no longer requires it. You are not behind. You are simply haunted by your own ancestors. Evolution never wanted you to be happy. It wanted you to survive long enough to make another version of yourself. And then it wanted nothing from you at all. Every joy you've ever felt was never the destination. It was a spark thrown off by a much older, much colder machine, one that was only ever building toward continuation, not contentment. And maybe that's the most human thing of all. Not that we were built for happiness, but that some of us, for a few fleeting seconds at a time, manage to feel it anyway, in a universe that never once asked us to.